And in this fourth video, one more CTS problem, but again, direct your attention to I have two square terms, but one of those square terms has a negative right here. So since there is a negative with one of my square terms, this is what makes it a hyperbola. All right, guys, so as you can see, I group my x's together, I group my y's together. The number was already on the other side, so that's awesome. But I see that I have numbers other than 1 in the front. So here I'm going to take out that first term, 25, and I get this in the parentheses. But now, since this term right here is negative, I'm going to factor out a negative number, but then direct your attention to that changes that plus to a minus. So the big thing now is if you take out a negative, you got to change your sign. All right, guys, as you can see here, now I can complete the square. I take this 4, divide by 2, I square that result, I get 4. I take this number, negative 6, divide by 2, negative 3 squared, I get 9. And you can see that I'm adding 4 here, I'm adding 9 there. But the question is, what do I do to the other side? Well, I don't just add 4 to the left, I really got to do 25 times 4. So I'm going to add that 25 times 4. Now, here, I'm not just adding 9 to the other side, I'm really multiplying by, wait a minute, there's a negative. So I'm really multiplying by negative 16 times 9. That's the new thing with the hyperbola because that minus sign's included with the 16. So I got to make sure I include that over there as well. So as you can see here, I took this trinomial and that factors to x plus 2. But remember, when you divide by 4, that 2 is what goes on the inside. I took this trinomial here and I factor, I get that. But remember, divide by 2, that negative 3, what goes on the inside. And then when I simplify all of this, we end up with 400. But remember, I want it equal to a certain number. So to make it equal to 1, what I'm going to do is to divide by that number by everything so that it's equal to 1. And when I do that, I want to simplify my fraction, 25 over 400, negative 16 over 400. And when I do that, we get the following. So here we are with our final answer. And as you can see, we have a hyperbola in standard form. I can identify the center. I see that the a squared is 16. Doesn't necessarily have to be the bigger number. The a squared is the positive fraction. And the fact that it's underneath the x means I'm going to have a hyperbola that's going to be opening left and opening right, kind of like an hourglass standing straight up. Here is our equation of the hyperbola.